there is a very interesting thing here. From 1 to infinity, these are natural numbers. Hence we can say all natural numbers are whole number. Either we can say every natural number is whole number, but every whole number need not necessary natural number. Why? Because 0 is the whole number, it is not the member of natural number. Okay, now see the next. What about the successor of whole number? Successor of a whole number. If one is added to a whole number to get the next whole number, and that is called the successor of the whole number. Let us figure out with the help of example. Suppose 0 is the whole number. The successor of 0 means we add 1 to 0 becomes the next whole number. This is successor of 0. Next, suppose we add 1 to the next whole number becomes the next whole number. Suppose 1 is added to the next whole number becomes the another next number. That means we can say the successor of 0 is, that means 0 plus 1 becomes 1. Successor of 1 is 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Successor of 2 means 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Successor of 3 means 3 plus 1 is equal to 4, and so on. Okay, I hope you will understand. Now next, predecessor of whole number. Suppose these are the whole number 1 2 3 4 5 dot 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 so on. These are the whole number. Now see, predecessor of whole number. If 1 less than a given whole number, suppose 1 less than a given whole number, that means 1 is subtracted from a given whole number becomes 0. So predecessor of 1 is 0. Okay, now next, predecessor of 2 is, that means 1 is subtracted from a given next whole number becomes 1. So the predecessor of 2 is 1. Now next, predecessor of 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Predecessor of 3 is 2. But thinking about, is it predecessor of 0? Predecessor of 0 means that 0 minus 1 becomes minus 1. No, predecessor of 0 does not exist in whole number. Okay, that means 1 less than the given whole numbers except the 0 is its predecessor. Okay, that means every whole number has a predecessor except the 0. Okay, now friends, see, we are going to solve a couple of questions of exercise 3rd, chapter number 3rd, whole numbers, class 6. Okay, now first question is here. Write the next whole numbers after 30,999. After means baad. That means we have to add 1 to the given number. What we get? Then we have to add 1 to the next new number. Then we get, that means solution is 30,999 plus 1. Okay, this is the first. Now next we have to add 30,999. This is already plus, this is once again the plus. Okay, now next 30,999, this is plus, a plus is, and this is another plus. Okay, now these are answer. That means first we have to add 1 to the given number. What we number get? We got this number, and then we add 1 to this given number become this number. Then we have to add 1 to this given, this number becomes this number, and we have to add all the numbers. This is answer. Okay, now next, which is the smallest whole number? Now first example, whole numbers 0 1 2 3 4 5 dot 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 so on. So 0 is the smallest here. 0 is the smallest whole number. So the answer is 0. Okay, now next, write the successor of. Successor means after numbers after the given number. Successor means write the successor of the given number. Successor means 1 is added to the given number becomes the successor. That means successor of this number is 2 5 4 0 8 0 1 plus 1. If 1 is added to the given number becomes the successor of the number. That means 2 5 4 0 8 0 2. This is answer. Okay. Similarly, we can solve the sub question second, third, fourth, and so forth. Okay. Now next question number 6. Write the predecessor of the given number. Successor is just vice versa or predecessor. Okay, predecessor means just before the number. Okay. Now see, here is the number 97. Predecessor means just before. That means we have to subtract 1 from the given number. So 1 is subtracted from given number becomes 96. So 96 is the predecessor of this number, and we can solve the next sub questions of question number 6. Okay, I hope you will get. Now see the next question, question number 8. Write T for true and F for false against each of the following statements. See statement number first. 0 is the smallest natural number. Is it true or false? 0 is the smallest natural number. Is it true or false? Yes, it is false. Okay, because the natural number is 1 2 3 4 dot 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 so on. So 1 is the smallest natural number. Okay, now next question. Second statement, 0 is the smallest whole number. See the example of whole number 0 1 2 3 4. Yes, 0 is the smallest whole number, so it is true. Okay, T for true. Now next, third, every whole number is a natural number. First of all, write the whole numbers. Okay, so this is the whole number. These are the whole number dot dot so on. So every whole number, the statement says every whole number is a natural number. So every whole number means including 0. Suppose you have to think, yes, 1 is the whole number, 2 is the from 1 to infinity. Yes, every number is a whole number. But if you include 0, so 0 is no, 0 is not a natural number. That means here statement is wrong, means false. Every whole number is a natural number. No, wrong. Why? 0 is the whole number, but it is not natural number. Okay, so here is F, false. Now next, every natural number is a whole number. Yes, first things, natural number 1 2 3 4. Okay, and the whole number 0 1 2 3 and 4. See, all natural numbers belong to whole number. That means every natural number is whole number. Yes, so this statement number 4 is true. T for true. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes. Now next 5 number. 1 is the smallest whole number. No, remember 0 is the smallest whole number. So this is false. Now next 6 number. The natural number 1 has no predecessor. First of all, find the predecessor of 1. Predecessor of 1 means we have to subtract 1 from the given number. Given number is 1. 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So think 0 is not a natural number. So that means the natural number 1 has no predecessor. Yes, it is right. That means T for true. The whole number 1 has no predecessor. Now find the predecessor of 1. We have to subtract 1 from the 1 becomes 0. Yes, here is answer. Answer should be yes, but here is no. The whole number 1 has no predecessor. This is wrong. The whole number 1 has predecessor, but here no. So this is false. The statement is false. And see last 2 questions. These are very important. Question number 9 means question number 8 sub question 9 statements. The predecessor of 2-digit number is never a single digit number. This is false. Let us figure out with the help of example. Suppose 2-digit number is either a smallest 2-digit number. Suppose it could be 10, it could be 11, 12 dot dot up to 99. Okay, now think predecessor. If predecessor means we have to move just back to the given number, just back. That means suppose predecessor of 10. Predecessor of 10 means 1 is subtracted from 10. This is 9. This becomes 1-digit number. or no, predecessor of 99 means this is also 98. That means now see, this statement says the predecessor of two-digit number is never a single-digit number. It says never single-digit number, but here we found yes, the predecessor of two-digit number becomes single-digit number. So this is wrong. This is false. This is why it is false. Okay, I hope you will get. Now next, the successor of a two-digit number is always a two-digit number. Now first of all, find the two-digit number. Initially two-digit number is here. This is 11 dot 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 and the last 99. Okay. Now see, successor means we have to add one. We have to add one to the given numbers. So these are the given numbers. Suppose two-digit numbers. Okay. Now first, if you add one to the last two-digit number, becomes the three-digit number. Look at 1 2 3. So here says the successor of two-digit number is always a two-digit number. See, always. No, it is not always two-digit number. It may be three-digit number or maybe two-digit. Okay. So it is also false, means wrong. Okay. I hope you will get the point. So your homework is exercise 3rd, question number 1 to 8. And you have to solve each and every questions with the full of concept. If you have any confusion, so please contact me. I will reply. Okay. Have a nice day. Thanks a lot. Commutative law. Commutative law properties. Yes. First, A and B are two whole numbers. Okay. Then A plus B is equal to B plus A is called commutative law. First, see with the help of example. Suppose A is 5 and B is 3. Then find the left hand side. A plus B becomes 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. And right hand side, B plus A is equal to 3 plus 5 becomes 8. That means we can say the left hand side is equal to right hand side, and hence this implies A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is commutative law. We can say the whole numbers holds or follows the commutative law on addition. Okay. Now see students, next point, additive property of 0. Now see, suppose A is any whole numbers, then A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. That means the whole number. Or other means say if the whole numbers is added to 0 or 0 is added to whole number becomes the whole number. So here with the help of example, see 2 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 2 becomes 2. 11 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 11 becomes 11. Okay. Now move the next point, associative law. In this law, we need three numbers. Suppose A, B and C are whole numbers. Then this implies A plus B close bracket plus C is equal to A separate plus B plus C is the close. Then this is called the associative law. Let us see with the help of example. Suppose A say 2, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 5. Now first of all find the left hand side. Okay. Here is the A plus B, 2 plus 3 plus 5. Now right hand side, A plus B plus C, 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3 becomes 5. Here plus 5. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Once again this is 2 and 3 plus 5 becomes 8. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. So 10 is equal to 10. That means we can say left hand side is equal to right hand side. Or hence if A, B, C are three whole numbers, then we can write in such a way left hand side becomes the right hand side. Then we can say the whole numbers follows whole number follows associative law on addition. Okay. Now students, next point, magic square. It's very simple and we can say that simply magic square is nothing but it is the arrangement of different numbers in a square such that sum of the numbers in every row and sum of the numbers in every columns and sum of the numbers of every diagonals is same. So we will understand this magic square with the help of examples from the exercise. Okay. I hope you will understood orally. Now we will move to solve the questions of exercise 3rd B. Okay. Now friends, see exercise 3rd B. Question number first is here. The question number 1 says fill in the blanks to make each of the following a true statement. Okay, now we have to fill the blanks, okay, to become the true statement. Let us see. Here is the 458 plus 639 is equal to 639. So just look at, I have just studied a plus b is equal to b plus a. Have a look. This is called the commutative law. And here the one, suppose a is here and b is here, so b is already is retained. Suppose a is here and b is already retained, that means a should be here. So a is 458. So this is answer by commutative law. Okay, now move the next question. Sub question 5. 5350, this and this. So, and we have to fill this. What number should be filled here? Yes, first of all thing, this number is already written here and this number is already here. Okay, now by associative law, that means one is left, so we have to fill this 799. Okay, this is answer. Now next question is question number second. Question number second says add the following numbers and check by the reversing the order of the addends. Now see, the first is what number should be filled. First of all, add the numbers. Add the numbers, whatever the numbers is answer. Okay, now move the question number 4. Question number 4 says determine each of the sum given below using suitable rearrangement. Here I have taken one sub question of question number 4. If you understand by this question, it will be very easy to solve all the questions. Now see, here is the written 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 96 plus 97 plus 98 plus 99. We have to arrange the numbers so that it will calculate very easily. Okay, so that it's very easy to calculate. Now suppose 1 and 99 can be taken together. 1 plus 9 as 1 plus 99 plus 2 goes for 98, because 2 and 98 will taken together, 2 plus 98. Similarly 3 plus 97, similarly 4 plus 96. Why? Because 99 plus 1 becomes 100, 2 plus 98 becomes 100, 3 plus 97 becomes 100, 4 plus 96 is equal to 100. So it will very easy. It is very easy to calculate. Now 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 means 400. This is answer. Okay, we have to arrange the numbers so that the calculation of the given numbers will be easy. Okay, now friends, see the next question. Question number 5. Find the sum by short method. Here in question number 5 there are two sub questions and I have taken one question. Okay, first 6784 plus 9994 times is equal to. Now how we can add in short method? First of all, write this number as it is. Okay, 6784, and this is the greatest number of 4 digits. This number can be written as the smallest number of 5 digit or minus 1, because once 10, 100,000, 10,000 means 10,000 minus 1, 9,999 can be written as 10,000 minus 1. Okay, so we will take these two numbers together, means 6784 plus 10,000 together, this is minus 1. Now this can be very easy to calculate. Look at, because 1, this is 6784, this becomes 16784, and here is minus 1, here is minus 1. Now we have to subtract 1 from this number, this becomes 16783. This is answer. So how we calculate? It's a very easy way to calculate. Okay, I hope you will get. Now next question, question number 6. Have a look. For any whole numbers a, b, c, is it true? So it true, is it true or not? A plus b close plus c is equal to a separate plus c plus b close. Now first of all, see from left hand side, a plus b plus c. If you recollect the points, then you will come to know this is looks like the associative law. Okay, now see, this is left hand side is as it is. This can be written as where a is separate plus b plus c closed. Okay, so this becomes a plus b plus c, but here is matchless. Okay, now see, So this b plus c can be written as c plus b. Why? Because b and c are whole numbers, and whole numbers hold the commutative law. So this is the commutative law. B plus c can be written as in reverse order c plus b. So here b plus c is equal to c plus a. Instead of c plus a, we can write down, we can instead of b plus c, we can write down c plus b. So here is the c plus b. That means a plus b plus c is equal to a plus c plus b. So yes, it is true. Okay, it is true. Why true? Because we apply the associative law here, and afterwards we apply the commutative law. Okay, here. So this is okay. Now next question. Actually I talked about the magic square. So here let us the example from the exercise 7 sub question 1. In magic square, that means there is arrangement of different numbers. In every row, sum of all the numbers is equal, and in every column, okay, sum of all the numbers is also same. Now in every diagonals, here is diagonals, here is diagonals, the sum of all numbers in every diagonal is same. Now have a look. We have to fill this box, this box, this box, and this box. First of all see, here is the numbers 8. First of all add 8 plus 5 plus 2. This becomes 8 plus 5 plus 2. This becomes 15. Okay, 15. If we add these two numbers, 15 in diagonal. Now 9 plus 2 becomes 11. So what number should be filled here to becomes 15? Yes, here is 4. Okay, now have a look. Because this diagonal, sum of all numbers of this diagonal becomes 15. So what number should be filled here to becomes the 15 in this column? That means 8 plus 4 becomes 12. So the remaining points is 3. If 3 is add, then becomes the 15. Okay, now next have a look. Either this can be observed here, this plus 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 6, yes, 15. Okay, now here 3 plus 5 8, the remaining numbers is 7. 3 plus 5 8 plus 7 becomes 15. Either we can add every row you will get the 15, or every column, every sum of all numbers of every column we will get 15, and every row is also 15. Okay, this is answer. Okay, I hope you will get how to arrange, how to make the magic square. It's very simple. I hope you will understood. So your homework is exercise 3rd B, question number 1 to 8. Okay, I hope you will understood. Have a nice day. Whole numbers, then a minus b is not is equal to b minus a. That means we can say whole numbers do not follow commutative law in subtraction. Okay, example 3 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 3. Why? Because 3 minus 2 becomes 1 and 2 minus 3 becomes minus 1. Okay, now the next point, suppose for any whole numbers a plus 0 is not is equal to 0 minus a. Okay, suppose example 3 minus 0 is not is equal to 0 minus 3, because this is 3 and this is minus 3. Okay, now let's see the next point, next property for number. If a, b and c are the whole numbers, then a minus b close minus c not is equal to a minus b minus c close. Example, suppose 1 2 3, say a is 1, b is 2 and c is 3, then 1 minus 2 minus 3, and this is 1 minus 2 minus 3. Have a look, this is minus 1. Okay, this is minus 3, this becomes minus 4, this is 1 minus, this becomes minus 1, this is 1 minus 2 minus plus 1, this becomes 2. So minus 4 not is equal to plus 2, so this is not is equal to. Okay, that means we can say the whole numbers do not follow associative law in subtraction. Okay, now the next point, if a, b and c are the whole numbers such that a minus b is equal to c, then this implies a is equal to b plus c. Okay, because b goes to right hand side with the positive sign, so a is equal to b plus c. Okay, Now see the friends, we will solve exercise 3C. Now let us see the question number 1. Perform the following subtraction and check your answer by the corresponding additions. Let us see first sub question. Here is given 6237 minus 694. First of all, subtract them. Okay, now the subtraction is here. Now we have to check of addition. Now this result is added to this number. Here this result is added to this number, becomes, have a look, becomes the number. That means this is checked. I hope you will get. Now next question number 3. Find the difference. Here 8645. Either we can find the directly, but we have to find the very easy way to calculate. Let us see. This is as it is. Write down the as it is. This is minus 999 can be written as 1000 minus 1. Okay. Now this as it is. Now this minus into this minus 1000 and minus into minus plus 1. Okay. Now here subtract these two numbers. We have to subtract these two numbers, becomes 7640 and add 1. Okay, this becomes answer. Okay, I hope you will get. Now see the next question, friends. Question number 5. Ravi opened his account in a bank by depositing 13,600 rupees. Next day he withdrew 37,129 rupees from it. Once again, Ravi opened his account in a bank by depositing 1,33,000 rupees. Next day he withdrew 73,129 rupees from it. How much money was left in his bank? First of all, in very simple questions, that means the capital means the amount of Ravi, depositing amount is this, and withdraw means taken away. This amount is taken away from this depositing amount by Ravi. That means we have to subtract in between them. Here is the depositing money is this. Okay. Now withdraw money 73,129. This money is taken away means withdraw. Withdraw means taken away. So taken away means subtraction. Then we have to find the subtraction in between them. This minus this. This becomes your answer. Okay. I hope you will get. Now friends, see the next question. Question number 7. The population of a town was this. In 1 year it increased by 3608 due to new births. However, 8,973 persons died or left the town during the year. What was the population at the end of the year? A very simple question. First is write whatever the points is given. The points first is total population is this is population is the given. This population is given. Okay. Now increase population in a year. Everywhere in a year the increasing of population is 3,608. Okay. Now the died person, died or the left person. Here is the given that is itna. That means this person is taken away from this, or this is added to this. Now the required population can be written as this is the population. Here is the population of the town. Okay, population was the town, and this 3608 is the increasing population in a year. Increasing means add. We have to add. So this population is added to this, and here is the died person. Died person means the ended person, means the passed away person. That person means that means taken away from this. So here is the subtraction. Now first add this numbers, then subtract this from whatever the number is here, then you will get this. This is your answer. Okay. Now students, this is the last question of exercise 3C. Okay. Find the whole numbers n when the first is n plus 4 is equal to 9, n plus 35 is equal to 101, n minus 18 is equal to 39, n minus 20,568 is equal to 21,403. First of all, see, if you understand one question, then you will solve the others. Or suppose question number third. This is given n plus 35 is equal to 101. Okay, now we have to find the whole numbers for n. That means we have to find the number n. Now here n as it is, now 100 as it is, because it is the right hand side, and you will bring this 35 to the right hand side with the opposite sign. Here is the sign is plus, the opposite sign of plus is minus. This becomes, now we have to subtract 35 from 130. Okay, this will give the answer. Okay, similarly you can do for the question 1, sub question 1, 3rd and 4. Bring this number here with the plus sign, then add the numbers, bring this number to the right hand side, add the numbers, you will get the answer. I hope you will get. So please note down your homework. Homework is question number 1 to 8. The remaining questions, and you have to solve all the questions from 1 to 8 in your notebook. Okay, have a nice day friends.